What's going on, guys? It's your guy, Professor Oak, coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass. I'm around like a circle. Anyhow, let's get down to this round now. What today I want to talk about is undoing the BS, right? A lot of people don't understand. Some of your greatest haters can be your friend, family, boyfriend, girlfriend. You'll really be surprised on how a hater is actually dressed up. And the reason why I'm saying undo the BS is because, well, I don't want to say it, but bullshit is always dressed in many different forms and costumes. And to be honest, it's very hard to actually pinpoint and identify it, but you can always feel it in your mind. You know, you can always get an idea of like, you know what, this is some bullshit. I'm not feeling it. Like something is not, you know, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be something else to it, because now you're just a hater. You know what I mean? And it could be passive aggressive hate, because I need you to really truly understand. Haters, true haters, because you know, you got some people that are just jealous, envious, or maybe just not having a good day. It happens to the best of us. They may come across, or maybe not having a good week or a month. You never know what's actually going on in other people's lives, right? I'm not talking about those, because those are people that's still on their own personal path. They're still growing, learning, taking their time with a glide and a stride. You know what's going on, how they rock, because again, you're doing likewise. But I'm talking about the true hater. I mean, this one, like this, I don't even know how to pinpoint it, because it's like you can't even, it's like putting on a focus. Like they will laser focus on you, and they don't even care about their own life. As long as you're not doing official and you're not doing good, they will try their hardest and everything in their power to prevent you from shining. And most of the time, these individuals are jealous of the light that you have, because it reminds them of the light that they had. Remember, you still have your light. They had their light. They traded it off for God knows what they did with it. And then they're mad at the trade-off. They be like, oh, I want my light back. Why you gotta do that? That's not nice. You bad bastard. Why would you even give up your light? The gifts and calling of God are irrevocable. Only you can revoke them. And it's your fault that you revoked them. And now you want to project your own insecurities and problems onto some others that don't even know their worth in life, but they know that they're going to hold on to it. And now you're mad that they're holding on to it. You bad bastard. Like, and again, I'm addressing for the true haters out there, not the ones that's just having, you know, they're not having a good day, you know, things are happening. I'm talking about the true haters who are dedicating their life out there. And again, you're watching this. That's the brilliant part. You watch me more than I watch my own self, but I do love the attention. So please keep your eyes on your guy, because I'm always going to make sure I'm looking cool and smooth and looking good doing it. Can you dig it? Oh yeah, I know you can. Anyway, let's get back to it. So they will hate. Oh yes, they will definitely hate. And they will, oh God, I don't even know how to say this. Because sometimes you gotta realize, when you're dealing with God's elect, and God's elect don't even realize how dedicated these haters are. Like, they're truly dedicated to their craft. It's almost admirable. The only reason why it's not admirable is because of the foundation that they're doing it from. If it was positivity, oh my gosh, this world would be a better place. But unfortunately, it's not. So anyway, I'm digressing and I'm diverging from the actual point. So let's get down to the point on how to undo the BS, right? Undoing the BS is literally all about self-realization, because you can't change a hater, right? You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't force him to drink it. You can always change yourself, though. So as you're changing yourself, you're going to be able to self-realize and identify what's actually serving you and what actually isn't. Because when you realize what's actually serving you, you'll be like, all right, this is for my good, this is for my benefit, this is for, it's going to increase my chances of aligning myself with my future self. In fact, it is increasing. It's increasing the how do I say this? it's not increasing the chance because it's going to happen regardless. It's simple math. If you continue to self-realize and you continue to grow and learn, you're going to reach who you are and then some. So it's not increasing the chance. It's just increasing the time that it is decreasing the time that it takes to gain it. Because as you're self-realizing, you're becoming more and you're aligning yourself with your true self. And as you're aligning yourself with your true self, it's all coming into a line. It will all be beneficial for you and it will happen. Ding, 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 ding. Can you dig it? I think you can. So self-realize, and then we start identifying it, because again, you realize a lot of haters out there, and when you're undoing the BS, because again, I said undo the BS, not your BS, but when it comes to undoing the BS in general, you have to realize sometimes you have to be personal about it and understand what BS that you may have going on. Are you a little bit insecure? Are you feeling a little bit anxious? Are you shy? Are you impatient? Are you a bit of a dickhead? How can we help to be able to make yourself a little bit more smooth, a little bit more cooler, right? And again, it's all about self-realization. Why? Because if God gave you grace, you do likewise, and especially giving grace to others. When you give grace to others, not only are you creating a space for them to express themselves, you're also creating a space for you to learn where you was once at. Make sense? I'm hoping. Keep up, all right? You want to relearn yourself. Why? Because you got to realize a lot of BS traits that you may have was probably instilled in you when you were a child. You didn't even realize it. You got to realize there's a lot of losers raising winners. But unfortunately, they put so much losing ass mentality inside of them that when they become an adult, they're still losing and they don't understand that they're losing because they've been instilled with so much loser traits that they're not even realizing that you're a freaking L. Like you're walking, talking L. You need to like self-realize yourself, know what's going on, knowing you're a winner, but you don't even realize it. So then now they start doing loser traits and loser stuff. Then they start realizing like, oh my God, why am I getting the loser in? Duh. You are acting like a loser. You didn't know that? You thought these traits were positive? If you don't self-realize, so when you self-realize, that's when the light comes on again, not the eureka moment, right? It's more like the, damn, this is a dirty place. I gotta clean up. You start switching up, you start cleaning up, and then you start realizing, okay, I don't wanna act like that, I wanna act like this. I don't wanna be like that, I wanna be like this. You take out those traits, you install new traits, and you see the traits that you already have that can deal with positivity. You start wiping and doing a little elbow grease, and then it becomes all refined. And as it is refined, guess what? Now you're looking fine, everything is all cool and smooth, and then now you can wine and dine that smooth chick that's been looking at you from across the room. Hey, baby, I know you're like my face. All right? Can you dig it? I think you can. We're moving forward, right? You'd be surprised how many people actually fear you because you can smile genuinely. You gotta realize a lot of people aren't genuine nowadays. I mean, that's kind of a common thing, which is fine. It happens, right? I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say, oh, you can't do this. I don't know your path. But all I can say is there's a lot of non-genuine things happening, and it's the way of the world. It is what it is, right? Can't change the world. Not here to change it. Look what they did to Jesus, who I love. But in the fact of him doing that, he also saved my life. Appreciate you, my guy. Back to it. So when you smile genuinely, it shines a light. And when it shines this beautiful light into others and all around, it creates something. It creates a sense like, oh, wow, that felt really good. I feel really good. I want to be around. I want to be around this person. I want to be around this individual. Why do I feel so good? Because when genuine goodness is happening, you have no choice but to align to it. Because if you're not going to get with the good, it's going to rub, like it's going to cause friction. And then when it's causing friction, then good will always outlast because good is patient, it's love. And true love, right? Not the human love when it's conditional and circumstantial. You're like, well, I did this for you, you gotta do this for me, etc. and so forth. Now I'm talking about the God type of love, the unconditional love. It will always outshine any type of negativity because it's patient, it's joyful, it's long-suffering, these are fruits of spirit. Read the Bible. These are traits that will indeed outshine and outdo any of it. So how do we continue to grow into that light? how do we continue to grow into that path, right? When you're undoing it, when you're constantly doing it, you'll learn. But I digress. So remember, you're dealing with individuals like, imagine being in a life, right, where a lot of people carry the shoulder boulder and they don't even know they're still carrying the shoulder boulder. This shoulder boulder is causing so much strife and pain that they're projecting their own weight onto others. But you gotta realize a lot of trauma and a lot of past problems that a lot of people are dealing with started when they was young. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't get that chance to be like, hey, yo, mommy, daddy, look at me do this dance move. And then, you know, the parent will watch them do the dance move. It was really, that's spectacular. And then what else happened? Oh, wow, look at you. Look at that. Did you see that? That was great. Oh, thanks, mom and dad. You know, you get that self-confidence. A lot of them was like, yo, I got time for this right now. What are you talking about? You know, it's a lot of things that happen. And I'm just giving an example, right? I'm not saying this happened to me. I was very grateful in a lot of other situations, but everyone has their own personal BS that we deal with, right? And dealing with their own personal BS, you gotta realize a lot of people don't go inward. They seek out to heal within, but really you gotta go in to heal without. It sounds all philosophical and it sounds all problematic and it sounds all yoo-hoo wahoo, but truly it is what it is, and it's actually about always going inside and then you'll deal with the outside. Simple as that. But as you're undoing the BS, because I'm going all over the place, let's get more linear. When you're undoing the BS, I'm gonna wrap it up with this, and then you can pick and choose from the video because I've been giving out a whole bunch of jewels. When you're undoing the BS, you start to realize, like, all right, number one, a lot of people that I'm dealing with gotta realize they never went inside to deal with their problems. They always went outside to deal with their problems, not knowing that all the issues are dealing with within. And once they deal with everything within, then they'll be able to properly be without. Simple as that. So they don't. So what do? They project their own insecurities onto others, and by choice of having a small position of power, they abuse their authority. You'll realize all of these things. Now I get it, a lot of people always, number one rule, unfortunately, in human perspective is self-preservation. But dealing with self-preservation, it also deals with minor traits that doesn't lead to positivity. Be like, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what it is. It's always about, surviving instead of thriving, and it's a whole nother thing. At any rate, the fact of the matter is, when you're undoing your BS and you're seeing these traits in the others, always give grace and always realize that they're self-projecting onto you. Sometimes when you're dealing with a true hater, they've already given up their light. They don't care about any of the stuff that I'm talking about. All they care about is you not shining, period. It ain't no in between. It is what it is. They accepted the whole identity of being a hater, and they're living out at full throttle. Unfortunately, God didn't want you to be a hater, so you're always going to have that little bit of light that's within you, and that little bit of light that's within you that you may have forfeited is always going to be triggered when you're dealing with someone that's good. It's going to make them feel angry, it's going to make them feel self-conscious, etc., so forth, and then now it'll increase their hate. But lo and behold, the more hate that they give you is the more you're going to shine. If you give grace. Grace is it's one of my favorites, really. And it is one of the favorites, to be honest. Because, I'm all about being humble. I love that humility trait. Very, very cool. But when you're giving grace and you're giving that space for grace to be activated, so much can happen in that. So much. I'm gonna end it off right there. You already know what's going on. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the selfish and the E-fish and the pro-fish and the ones always doing it, never lose, that's growing, that's golden, that's glowing. You know what's going on that's over here. And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you always catch my gift back. Can you dig it? I think you can. Peace, love, and light, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.